This is the Spatial Media Expert Series presented by Skyrim.ai. In this episode, we discuss how sports AI agents will personalize how you want to watch sports on your television, your phone, and even on your XR headset.
Have you ever been watching, a really crucial moment in a game? Maybe your team's driving for the win or it's super tense extra innings, and you just find yourself wishing the broadcast could, read your mind.
Yeah, definitely.
You want that specific stat right then, or maybe a different angle replay. Or you just want to get why something happened. But the standard broadcast, it just isn't giving you what you need. It feels like you're missing something even while you're watching.
Oh, absolutely. That's a really common frustration, I think. We're all different fans, right? We have our own interests, and a one-size-fits-all broadcast just can't possibly cater to everyone. And that challenge, that fundamental issue, is exactly what we're going to tackle today. We're diving deep into the really game-changing world of sports AI agents.
Right.
These aren't just, new features slapped on top. They're AI-powered companions, really, designed to completely revolutionize how we consume sports, turning every game into a personalized experience. Exactly. So for this deep dive, our mission essentially is to explore how these pretty sophisticated AI agents actually work, what incredible new possibilities they unlock for you, the fan, and why they really are poised to fundamentally transform sports viewing. Think of this as your shortcut, your express pass to understanding the next big thing in sports media. And it's brought to you by the Expert Series here at Skyrim.ai. Okay, so let's start right at the beginning. What exactly is a sports AI agent?
Okay, yeah. So at its core, a sports AI agent is basically an AI-powered personal companion. It enhances your whole game day experience, and it does it in real time. You can sort of imagine it as your own digital co-pilot for sports. Okay. It's constantly learning, constantly adapting to what you specifically care about.
Oh.
Skyrim.ai, for instance, and they're really leading the charge in this kind of immersive sports tech. They describe their sports AI agent as a, quote, virtual companion.
Yeah.
One that actively learns your preferences and then, tailors the entire broadcast experience just for you. Okay, so if I'm someone who, lives and breathes player efficiency ratings.
Yeah.
Or advanced stats, it'll know that.
Precisely, yeah. If you're a stats nut, your agent can instantly pull up detailed stats, overlay them right on the screen whenever you want, but maybe you lean more towards the visual moments, the big plays. Mm-hmm. Then it serves up what they call visually enhanced highlights, maybe with augmented reality effects, right, when a big play happens. It's more than just data.
Right, it's tailoring the presentation.
Exactly, tailoring the presentation of the game itself.
And this is where it feels like a real paradigm shift. You can literally tell it to switch perspectives just by asking.
Yeah, effortlessly. Imagine seeing, say, a penalty kick right from the goalkeeper's point of view.
Wow.
Or maybe getting that wide aerial overview for a strategic breakdown in football. It's like having the director's chair, but in your own living room.
That's pretty cool.
The whole vision here, the big goal, is to shift the broadcast away from being this passive, fixed thing.
Uh-huh. The same feed for everyone.
Exactly. Good. Towards something that's interactive, personalized. The idea is for every single fan to feel like the game experience was crafted just for them. It's moving way beyond that old model.
That really is a massive shift.
Yeah.
Okay, let's dig into some of the specifics then. The features that turn that standard broadcast into this customized adventure. Mm-hmm. First up, something for, all the number crunchers listening, personalized stat feeds.
Absolutely. This is huge. Whether you're, say, an avid bettor tracking live odds, or maybe a fantasy manager needing instant updates.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or even just a hardcore stats geek. The agent can overlay real-time data tailored exactly to what you find interesting. Think like live win probabilities that update dynamically, or player efficiency ratings popping up. Maybe your fantasy points total changing right there on the screen as the game happens.
So no more waiting for the announcer to maybe mention the stat you care about.
Right. You get this dynamic custom dashboard, metrics you want, instantly.
It's visual too, right? With this interactive multi-angle viewing, you're not stuck with the default camera anymore.
Exactly. You're in the director's chair, as you said. You can use your voice, or maybe on-screen controls. Just say something like, show me that goal from the keeper's view.
And it just switches.
Instantly switches perspective.
Yeah.
We're talking courtside views in basketball, maybe that wide all 22 angle in football for, a tactical breakdown.
Okay.
And this control, it goes beyond just the camera angles. We're seeing these AR-enhanced highlights now.
AR. Augmented reality.
Yeah, augmenting the video feed itself with graphics, with context-aware visuals. Imagine like dynamic fireworks exploding on your screen after your team squares a goal.
Okay.
Or maybe a visual trail showing the exact curve and speed of a three-point shot.
I could just picture like a 33-inch vertical marker popping up next to some massive dunk. That's where it really blends the fun and the info.
Precisely. Or maybe a visual line on the field showing a kicker's maximum range before a field goal attempt. And the way you interact with all this stuff, it's designed to be really intuitive, often hands-free, actually, through voice and gesture control.
So you just talk to it.
Yeah, you can just ask, what's this batter's on-base percentage? Or replay that last play in slow motion. The whole aim is for it to feel natural. Like you're just having a conversation with your own personal, very knowledgeable sportscaster.
The convenience factor there sounds huge. And you mentioned this personalization isn't just stuck on one screen. There's seamless cross-device handoff.
Yes, exactly. So you could start watching on your big smart TV.
Okay.
And maybe you head to the kitchen, pick it up on your tablet, and maybe you finish watching a tense overtime period on a VR headset.
Wow. Okay.
And what's really crucial here is that the sports AI agent, it transitions smoothly with you. It carries over all your preferences, your custom overlays, the context of the game, everything.
So it stays your experience.
That's the key. It remains yours, keeping you right in the action no matter which screen you happen to be using. You don't miss a beat.
Okay, so the big picture here, the takeaway on features, is that they all combine to kind of transform us, right, from just passive spectators into, well, active participants. We're not just watching what some director decides anymore. We actually get to, like, curate and customize our own experience.
Yeah.
It makes the broadcast a genuine two-way street. That all sounds incredibly advanced. But, like, how does it actually work? What's the tech humming away behind the scenes, making this magic happen in real time?
Yeah, it's definitely a complex orchestration, a symphony, you could say, of advanced tech working together incredibly fast. It really starts with user modeling and preference learning. The system is constantly building this dynamic profile of your likes, your dislikes, analyzing how you interact with it.
Okay, so like which teams I follow, players I click on, highlights I replay, even the questions I ask.
Exactly. All that data. It's learning your unique quirks. Like, you know how you always check that one specific player's stats, or maybe you love slow-mo dunks, but you always skip through the free throws?
Yeah, maybe.
It picks up on those patterns using advanced machine learning algorithms. It adapts, refines its understanding of what makes the game enjoyable specifically for you.
Okay, that makes sense. What else?
Well, another absolutely critical piece is real-time event detection and tagging. Modern sports generate just a massive amount of data, not just the traditional stats, but from sophisticated tracking systems, sensors on players sometimes, and crucially, from computer vision analyzing the video feeds themselves.
Whoa, so it's literally seeing the game, like identifying a goal or a three-pointer as it happens.
That's right. Computer vision models, trained on millions of hours of game footage, learn to identify specific actions, a shot, a tackle, a successful basket. And the moment these things happen, the system tags them. It logs all the relevant metadata, players involved, exact timestamp, the score context.
And this is happening how fast?
In milliseconds, far, far faster than any human production crew could possibly react. Think about the NFL's next-gen stats platform.
Right, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it processes hundreds of millions of data points every season. It feeds live models that can instantly flag interesting insights for the broadcast or potentially for these AI agents.
That is an astonishing amount of data moving at lightning speed. Okay, and how does it understand when I ask it something? My voice commands. Is it just keywords?
Good question. That's where natural language processing, NLP, and voice recognition come in. And it's way more than just keyword spotting. When you speak a command or ask a question, the NLP algorithms don't just transcribe the words, they interpret your intent.
Intent, okay.
So whether you say, show me that replay again, or can I see the last goal, or even just, whoa, what just happened, the NLP understands you want a replay of the most recent significant event, and it pulls it up.
That's clever.
Yeah, the system's designed to understand a really wide range of phrasing, even complex questions like, when is the last time this team came back from 10 points down in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
And companies are working hard on this. The NFL, actually, in partnership with AWS, they're already exploring voice-driven stats queries using generative AI for instant contextual answers. The goal is always to make it feel as natural, as effortless as just chatting with a really knowledgeable friend about the game.
Okay, and I think you mentioned earlier it can even anticipate things. That sounds like these AI recommendation and prediction models.
It absolutely is. Yeah, the agent isn't just reactive. It can actually anticipate your needs and interests sometimes. By analyzing the current game state, historical data, maybe even looking at social media buzz around the game, the AI can make some pretty savvy suggestions to keep you engaged.
Like what?
Well, for instance, if a player is just having an unbelievable night, it might proactively alert you, hey, player Y is on fire, 5 goals already.
Oh, okay.
Or if a really pivotal moment is coming up, it might highlight, crucial play coming up now, this could decide the game. It's kind of similar to how streaming services recommend your next show.
Right, like Netflix knows what I like.
Exactly, but applied in real time to a live sporting event.
So the fundamental insight here, the way it all comes together, it's this dynamic mix of learning my preferences, grabbing real-time data, understanding my language, and even predicting what I might want to see.
Precisely. It's all those things working together that create this smarter stream of the game, one that knows who you are and what you want, sometimes almost before you do. It's complex behind the scenes, but the fan experience should feel simple and intuitive.
This sounds incredibly beneficial for us, the fans. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But let's zoom out a bit. Why does all this personalization really matter for the sports industry as a whole?
Yeah, that's a key question. And the core answer really is engagement. Simple as that. In today's media world, which is so fragmented, so on demand, when content is tailor-made for you, fans are just demonstrably more likely to watch longer, interact more, and, crucially, keep coming back.
Right. Makes sense.
Personalization, fundamentally, it transforms passive viewers into active, invested participants. And retaining attention, well, that's critical in the digital age.
Okay, let's paint a picture. Think about, say, a fantasy sports fan. Traditionally, you're glued to your phone, right? Frantically checking stats, trying to watch the actual game at the same time.
Exactly. It's that constant juggling act. But with an AI agent, the broadcast itself could instantly flash alerts for players on your fantasy roster, even if they're playing in a different game. And it could immediately pull up a highlight of their big play.
Wow, okay.
It might overlay their updated fantasy points or maybe the latest betting odds, if that's your thing. You don't have to look away from the main screen.
So it solves the second screen problem.
In a way, yeah. It makes the primary screen your personalized second screen, too. It keeps you informed, keeps you entertained, and directly ties your viewing experience to your personal stakes in the game.
Okay, what about the more casual viewer? Someone who loves their team, loves the spectacle, the big moments, but maybe isn't deep into complex stats or tactics.
Great example. For them, the AI agent might default to something like a cinematic mode. Minimal graphics, maybe less commentary, just focusing on the roar of the crowd, expertly chosen camera angles, emphasizing the drama.
Kind of immersive.
Very immersive. But then, at those key moments, a stunning goal, a record-breaking play, it will step in, maybe replay it with an AR spotlight, or briefly flash a note like, new franchise record. This caters directly to their enjoyment of the exciting plays, the visuals, the atmosphere. It boosts their emotional connection and keeps them watching because it's highlighting the stuff they find fun.
So the deeper implication here really is about viewer satisfaction and loyalty, right? Across the board.
Without a doubt, yeah. Industry reports, market research, it all consistently shows this level of tailoring. Boosts viewer satisfaction, boosts retention. And that helps teams and leagues build much stronger, more enduring relationships with their fans.
And it seems like younger fans almost expect this now.
That's a fascinating point, yes. Younger fans, especially Gen Z, millennials, they've grown up with algorithmically curated feeds everywhere else in their digital lives. Surveys show something like 36% of fans under 30 specifically desire personalized content in sports. They rate it really highly among AI enhancements they want to see. It's becoming an expectation.
And beyond just making fans happy, there's obviously a clear business case here for the leagues, the broadcasters.
Oh, absolutely. More engaged viewers means higher viewership minutes. That directly translates to more ad revenue, stronger subscription retention.
Makes sense.
But it's also about deepening that fan-team relationship. Tailored experiences, they cultivate a real feeling of connection to a franchise. They deepen fan loyalty. It's honestly the same principle that streaming platforms like Netflix or Spotify have used so effectively.
Right, keep people hooked with stuff they love.
Exactly. Delight people with content that feels uniquely theirs, and they'll keep coming back. Sports is now really starting to leverage that powerful strategy.
Okay, this all sounds incredibly powerful, but with so much customization possible, isn't there a danger, like a fine line between helpful and just too much? Information overload, cluttered screens.
That's a very real concern, absolutely. The challenge is definitely ensuring thoughtful user experience design, making the controls intuitive. Things like simple toggles, more stats, fewer stats, or maybe easily selectable preset modes, those will be crucial.
So it's about giving the fan control.
Exactly. Empowerment. Fans have the option to personalize. They can dial it up or dial it right down, whatever their comfort level is. We're already seeing early successes hinting at this demand, like MLB's My Daily Story feature.
Oh, yeah, the personalized highlight reels.
Right. That showed a clear appetite for personalized content, and it boosted daily engagement. The sports AI agent essentially takes that concept live during the game itself, making the broadcast dynamic and interactive.
Okay, so we've covered what these sports AI agents are, how they work, why they're so important. What's next? What's on the horizon for this tech? Where's it all headed?
Well, the big picture is they're moving pretty rapidly from being, early innovation projects to something closer to mainstream adoption. Skyrim.ai's own sports AI agent, for instance, is slated to debut on their Skyrim Atlas platform in 2025. They see that as a really critical first step towards truly redefining how fans interact with live sports.
So it's happening soon.
The vision is ambitious, definitely, but given how fast AI is accelerating, it feels well within reach now.
And we are already seeing some significant stepping stones out there, right? Like Amazon's Prime Video for Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, their Prime Vision with next-gen stats, that's a great example. Layering those AI-driven graphics, the player tracking, the win probabilities onto the broadcast. Now, it's not fully individualized for every viewer yet, but it clearly shows there's an appetite for more interactive, more data-rich broadcasts.
And we've seen other things too, like multiple commentary options or those coaches cam feeds.
Exactly. Or dedicated analytics streams. All these initiatives are giving fans more choice. And they're all steps moving us closer to true, granular personalization.
So, looking even further out,
Mm-hmm.
what are the really exciting future possibilities? Could we genuinely see, like, countless different personalized versions of just one single broadcast?
That's absolutely the vision, yeah. Imagine a live game where an AI curates the feed just for you. It automatically picks the best camera angle, the right overlays based on your profile, maybe more replays if you're a stats junkie, or more wide-angle tactical views if you're a purist.
Wow.
And the horizon, it even includes personalized commentary. AI generating commentary tailored specifically to your preferences, maybe focusing only on strategic analysis, or perhaps even mimicking the style of your favorite classic announcer.
That sounds revolutionary. But also incredibly complex to pull off. What are the big hurdles, the major challenges that need to be overcome to actually get there?
Yeah, there are definitely challenges. One huge one is that information overload issue we touched on. The design has to be exceptionally intuitive. You really want to avoid just cluttering the screen. The agent needs to feel like a helpful buddy, not like a nagging clippy constantly interrupting.
No, nobody wants that.
Exactly. So extensive user testing like the pilot program Skyrim.ai is doing with Atlas, that's going to be absolutely crucial to get that balance right.
And then there's the sheer technical challenge, latency, synchronization, getting all those dynamic elements delivered instantly, perfectly in sync with live action, with zero lag. That sounds monumental.
It really is a huge technical lift. Think
Yeah.
about it. Multiple camera feeds, real-time data overlays, AR graphics, all needing to arrive instantaneously, perfectly synced. It demands really robust cloud infrastructure, ultra-fast data pipelines, clever use of edge computing to minimize delays.
Because fans will not tolerate buffering during a key play.
Zero tolerance. Exactly. Missing a critical moment due to lag is just unacceptable. But the good news is, major cloud providers are investing heavily in optimizing these kinds of live event processes.
Okay, and what about, well, the human factor? Not every fan is going to immediately jump on board with an AI-driven experience, right? Some people just like the classic broadcast.
That's a really important point. How do you introduce this amazing new capability without alienating a part of your fan base? The most effective approach, most likely, will be opt-in customization.
Meaning?
Meaning, fans who want this enhanced personalized experience can activate their AI companion. But those who prefer the classic straightforward broadcast can simply ignore it or choose a basic feed.
Okay, so it's a choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It complements, it doesn't necessarily replace. Think about the yellow first down line in American football. Initially, that was novel, right? Some people probably found it distracting, but now it's just an expected, seamless part of how you watch the game. It's possible that in a few years, having your AI agent there, ready to help, might feel just as normal as having the score displayed on screen.
So the big takeaway here, the overarching insight, is that the fan experience is really on the verge of a profound change, a transformation. We're moving beyond that traditional one-way broadcast model towards something truly interactive, deeply personal. The days where everyone sees the exact same feed, those days are, well, pretty much numbered, aren't they?
They really are. The coming era in sports viewing is fundamentally about your feed, your way. And these sports AI agents, they won't diminish the raw thrill of the game. If anything, they'll amplify it, allowing each of us to experience that thrill in our own unique, personalized style.
You know, if you think back even just a decade ago, the idea of telling your TV to show you a different angle or instantly pulling up some custom stat overlay, that would have sounded like pure science fiction.
Absolutely.
But now it's actually becoming reality. So maybe the thought to leave everyone with is this. Imagine a world, not too far off, where having an AI agent feels as normal, as commonplace as seeing the score bug. An AI teammate in your corner truly amplifying the game, making it better for every single fan.
Skyrim.ai was founded by veterans of the spatial media industry and is committed to advancing the field of immersive sports experiences and storytelling to fans everywhere.